Jazz was essentially the musical representative for the 1920s. This music style was brought about by the Volstead Act of 1919, which banned the sale of alcohol. As a result, Americans would hide in speakeasies and clubs where they could illegally drink alcohol, dance to the Charleston, and listen to jazz music. A famous example of this is Harlem's Cotton Club. Jazz music was spread about because of the development of the phonograph. People could purchase recordings of jazz music to listen to at home on their personal phonographs. The most dominant performer of jazz was Duke Ellington, who frequently performed at the Cotton Club. The jazz era ended in 1929 when the Great Depression hit. Charlie Chaplin was a silent movie actor during the 1920s who made iconic silent films whose themes were mostly comedy. The silent film industry was greatly increased by the production of theaters, where films would be played for people to watch. These movies were filmed with no spoken dialogue, and dialogue is either conveyed with the use of miming and gestures, or with captions. The use of sound in film wasn't implemented until the late 1920s, with the advent of the Viataphone system. Charlie Chaplin was also known for his toothbrush mustache, a mustache that also emulated in Hitler's prized facial feature. The Flappers were known as a young group of Western women who wore short skirts, bobbed their hair, listened to jazz music, and flaunted their disdain for acceptable behavior. Their hair emulated the male haircut, symbolizing their desires to integrate into a male society. The bob cut is a short haircut where the hair is cut straight around the head at jaw level, often with a fringe for bangs. This haircut became the icon for flappers and their stepping out of the female traditional roles. Prohibition started in 1919 by the Volstead Act, which banned the manufacture and sale of alcoholic beverages. The existence of prohibition sparked the creation of moonshine, a legal high-proof whiskey created with corn mash. After the 18th Amendment, which was passed banning alcohol production, moonshine drinkers flocked to cotton clubs, where the individuals would drink illegal alcohol and listen to jazz music. However, the prohibition did not take alcohol out of circulation. Bad alcohol spread around the population level and led to more serious deaths due to poisoned liquor. Mice and rats would actually fall into the vats, infect the drink, or improperly distilled the liquor. These faults in prohibition led to the eventual repeal of the 18th Amendment. The Model T car, streamlined by Henry Ford's assembly line, changed the way that Americans lived. For the first time ever, Americans could afford to purchase a car, ultimately leading to the purchase of 15 million Model Ts. Henry Ford constructed the car to be affordable, ease of maintenance, and durability. The only reason he could do this was because of the assembly line production. Assembly line production is where an employee is designated to complete one task thousands of times a day. By repeating the same task, the overall product is completed faster, allowing for more models to be produced each day with fewer employees. Assembly line production allowed the price to decrease from $850 to only $300, making the American Tin Lizzie, or the Model T, to become a necessity in American culture. With this new production line, Ford could afford to pay his workers more and give them bonuses, increasing worker morale and encouraging them to work harder for their money. Disney's Mickey Mouse premiered in theaters with sound for the first time on November 18, 1928. Mickey Mouse provided a means to engender positivity, family, and popularity within the middle class. Mickey Mouse's most popular appearance was in Willie's Steamboat, where Mickey acted as a killer, a cowboy, a detective, and an inventor. The creator of Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney, was 26 when he created Mickey Mouse, and started his animation studio following the second cartoon of Mickey Mouse.